Well, my happiest moment, honestly, my happiest moment is always like on Friday to see people get paid and see them pull up, see them, you know, that they're taking care of their family, they're putting food on their table, and that's really the happiest time for me to see that other people is eating. You know what I mean? That I'm helping others. So that's like, for me, it's my joy. I get a kick out of that because, it's kind of bigger than me. So that's the happiest time for me to see other people, that's trying, that's working, because I tell them straight up, you don't have to kiss my ass or nothing. All we got to do is work. So that's for me, that's the best part. And then we also get to show off for our work. You know what I mean? I say my guys did that. So that's like, I like that.
That's awesome.
And I got a son working, you know, a brother, a sister, and others. You know what I mean? So everybody's eating.
So you have your family working with you.
Yes.
Say that again. My my family. Could you start off with my family's working with me,
Oh.
my son? That talk, I know. Don't worry about, but it's just because.
No, well, I have my family working and others working for me. And it's a good thing, you know, because they've got a job, and
What do you think your company will be, or what do you hope it will be in the next 5 years? Do you have a plan?
well, for me, the company is going to be wherever the Lord lets it go. But my thing is, truthfully, is that, if they keep giving me work, the company is going to be successful. It's going to be what it's going to be. I can't project the future. I don't know what's going to happen. But, my thing is, like I tell everyone, is, you need to get it while it's there. So while it's there, you need to get it and hold on to it, and do what you got to do. That's basically, what's happening, because we're not getting no younger, we're getting older. So, you got to get it while the good is good. So, I'm hoping that everything go according to like it's been going. I've been in the paint game since 2001 on my own, and it's 16 years now. So it's been working.
And tell me about from like where you first started and where you are now. So was it just you when you first started?
When I first started, it was me and another one of my co-workers. But, over the years from the beginning, I used to have to work a lot. So now I don't have to work a lot, but I work more trying to get jobs and bidding on jobs and stuff like that. But prior to that, it was working pretty much like 6 days a week, just working to try to build capital, And once I was able to reach that peak is when I decided to go for it, and I didn't look back. So
we're sitting here in the Renaissance Center. Tell me what this has meant for you. How did you even find the Renaissance Center?
Well, when I was getting certified with HRC, a young lady, Maria, told me about this place, and that's how I find out about the Renaissance.
Okay, I'm going to ask you to say that again, but sort of start with like, when I was trying to get certified, I found out the Renaissance, like, so we make sure people understand that's what we're talking about, the Renaissance in Bayview,
Okay.
too. Not just any Renaissance, the one in Bayview.
Oh, cut it out. No, okay.
So just tell me, we're sitting in the Renaissance Bayview Center.
Mhm.
How did you come to even be in here? How did you find it?
Well, when I was getting certified with the HRC place, a lady, Maria, told me about the Bayview Renaissance. And when she told me to go down here to help small business, that's when I came down here, and ever since then I've been a member. So that was, I want to say in 2003. It was in 2003.
So over 10 years.
Yeah.
Wow. And what have they done for you? How did they help you?
Well, they helped me I took a lot of the classes and stuff like that. Just really, they actually, I mean, it helped me in many ways, you know, with the office, with the cubicle. First I had the cubicle, and just the mindset of working somewhere different than working, you know, having a ghost office or whatever you want to call it, you know, and it just helped me in multiple ways. And I just pretty much use it to my advantage of, you know, treating it like a real job Monday through Friday from 7 to 3. So it helps me, you know.
So you've been an entrepreneur now since 2001. Renaissance is celebrating its sweet 16 years. So you've been in business almost 16 years, probably longer working, but for yourself. Do you feel in these 16 years, have you seen people that you've inspired to take a chance on being an entrepreneur?
Well, I know for a fact that I inspired a whole bunch of people, and I still am, and that's been my mission, to inspire older people, young people, because that's what it's about. You know, we need to inspire one another. You know, that's another thing like the Renaissance. You know, we have multiple people here with multiple trade. You know, we inspire one another, feed off of one another on, you know, contracts and other things like that. So, yes, I believe that.
And then I have 2 more questions for you. Did you have any mentors helping you through this process?
Well, I started off with a mentor at the time, truthfully. I did have a mentor, but I was so busy at the time when it was a recession that I didn't really, I talked to him over the phone, but I didn't have time because it was a recession at the time. And at this time I was doing water treatment plants, so I was working, you know, just trying to stay in the game.
So tell me, if you were to use 3 words to describe yourself, what would you say?
3 words?
Mm-hmm.
I would say go hard in the paint. I would tell myself that and try to be all I can be out here and just continue on, you know, striving, you know. That's what I would tell myself. I tell myself that on the regular, you know, treat all my jobs like it's my first job and just stay hungry and just really stay focused. And that's been my mission throughout my, you know, my years of painting. But my whole thing is to really go hard. Like I said, I'm trying to get the MVP. You know, it's like when you play a game, you see NBA players, football players, and everybody, any sports, you know, go for the valuable player. So we all have everybody's out here in this arena, and you want to be all you can be, so you can get that award. It just could be a music award, it could be any award. So I just been my little, you know, keep my motivation going. So that's been my little drive for myself, to like psych myself out, like, okay, you better go, you know. So that's been my little trick.
Your own the way to keep
Motivation.
self-motivation.
Yeah, and it's been working for this long.
That's
So
awesome.
that's the secret to it, really.
That's awesome. Do you have any questions?
Did you want to cover anything about Clark?
Yeah, I was about
Okay.
to say that.
I guess you can just, and we'll see how we can fit it in.
Yeah.
With Clark?
Tell me about your relationship with Clark Construction.
Well, Clark Construction, I did a job. I'm doing a job for Clark Construction right now as we speak. The Examiner building. They gave me opportunity. I had to get a bond. I got a bond. They gave me opportunity to do the job. They're great to work with. You know, they're gonna make sure everything's in order. They, you know, because they got a good team, people. You know, that just like everybody else, they have a team. So you have to be equipped, you know, for them. So, but Clark is they're a good company. I like their style. Like, you know, when you start working with a lot of contractors, you know how they work and operate, and they almost like make you better. You know, because they always, you know, whatever it is you need to do. You know, they kind of help you or tell you what you need to do, and they, you know. But basically, as being on the other side, we always trying to prove ourselves to let them know we can do it. But Clark is a good. I like Clark. Clark is a good company. They kind of, you know, they gave me an opportunity. They can let me, you know, be the painting contractor. I didn't, you know, have to team up with anyone and nothing like that. And we just about almost done. So it's like, Clark is good. I like them. They really look out for the people. They give you opportunity, you know, if you do your part, you know, for us, whatever it is you need to do. But I know they gave me a shot. So
How did that relationship begin? Like, so you...
So what
Yeah.
I did was, you know, me, I'm always marketing myself, and you know, I met him, talked to him. I told him, you know, a little background about myself, Alfonso Rhodes, and then prior to Alfonso Rhodes, told him about AJS, had a line card, and that's how I basically got started. I put a number together and it worked. And then once I got in, I got one of my co-workers in all day, every day, because I had him cleaning floors for me, because I didn't want to clean them, you know. So he cleaned them. He ended up getting a contract. So it's like, you know,
It's perfect.
it works. So that's how good they are. So
Do you see yourself like working on some of the other, so many projects coming to San Francisco, the Warrior Stadium?
yeah, they have a lot of jobs. You know, if I get an opportunity, I would love to get, but you know, you don't know. I don't know what they're gonna give me. I mean, you know, like I told them, you know, I would love to do something, but you know, I know they're not gonna give, you know,
Go on and say it.
they ain't gonna give me that much work. So I mean, I would love, you know, for the opportunity, so whatever they can do. So I don't know.
But do they, so tell me again what project you're doing right now?
I'm doing the medical chief examiner building. I'm just about done. I should be done, like, we're touching up right now, so it's like 99.9% done. So I know it'll be grand opening, should be November 3rd, something like that. But yeah, if they give me a shot, you know, they're good to work with. So I do know that. But they ain't like they're gonna give you a big contract. But I don't know. I can't say. You know, I haven't did big contracts, so I don't know. All I can do is, I know they gotta help everybody. I know there's so many people out here, so you know it's gonna be what it's gonna be. So my thing is just to keep doing what I'm doing. I'm out here trying to prove a point. I'm out here closing out jobs. You know, I believe in contacts and contracts. So I'm making contacts, I'm trying to get contracts. And from there, I'm closing jobs out and keeping it moving. You know, my thing is just to keep it, you know, and let them know it ain't me out there working sun up to sundown either. So I got a crew. So, but overall, they're good to work with. So, you know, just like a lot of other, you know, contractors. All I'm saying is, just give us the opportunity. My thing is to let them know it can be done. You know, we do have some contractors out here that's really, you know, doing their part. Well, all we need is more opportunities. If we get more opportunities, I think, you know, that'd make a big difference. So
what you said you had to tell them about Alfonso Rhodes. You said you had to tell Clark Construction about
no, what I mean is like a
the
resume.
man. Oh, you
know
had
what
to
I mean?
tell them about you personally,
You know,
your
personally,
background.
like for instance, I started in 1985.
Okay,
I used
got
to work
it.
for multiple contractors. I mean, painting contractors before I built my company up.
Got
You
it.
understand what I'm saying?
I got
So
it.
you have to, you know, it's like a resume, you know, but I tell them verbally, even though I have a resume. But you have to know, because a lot of people out here, you know, like Clark. Clark is a big company, right? So you see a little company, might be little than Clark, say, hey man, I just got through doing the job with Clark. Oh, you did a job with Clark, so then they might respect you more. So, you know, so that's just had to tell them I work for bigger painting contractors prior to me working, you know, starting my company. You know, I come from, you know, I consider myself unionized, meaning that I've been in union so long. only work one way. You know what I mean? That's what I believe because I came up that way. So that's my story behind that.
Is Clark the biggest contractor that you've worked for?
No, I don't think so. No, I don't think they're the biggest. I work with bigger companies, but I don't know. I don't do background checks on them like that, so I can't tell you. They might be, they might not. I don't really do a background checks on the big guys, just the little guys. I keep up with, make sure I don't deal with. But the big companies, I'm sure, they not. I know they ain't. I know that they big, but I just don't know who the biggest. But I don't think they're bigger than Kiewit Infrastructure. But
So let me ask you a quick question, then I have to go. Okay, so you started your business. How did you know how to run the business? Like you know how to paint, all that, but the actual, where did you get the skill set to write these checks, like to make sure your money was, the balance sheets and what was coming in and out? How did you take classes?
I took classes, but I learned that from the streets. Just growing up. You know how to count money. Most people know how to count. So that's how I learned how to manage my money, is just growing up. But I did take classes too. But like anybody else, you know how to manage your money. So it's basically knowing how long it takes to do whatever project you're doing. After years and years, for example, like you guys should know how long it takes to set up whatever the case because you got the experience. So experience always counts. So that's why I tell anybody, if you ever start a business, you pretty much should master what you do. You should know every angle about your business. Because if not, you're already in debt before you even started because you got to go get somebody to help you. You got to pay them before you even get your first contract. So you need to master it. So that was my theory I told myself, and mind you, I started off by myself, so I was like, okay, I'm going to have to learn this. So, all this computer stuff come out and all this new high-tech stuff come out, you got to pretty much educate yourself to keep up. Especially if you don't have the funds. I mean, what else you going to do? So that's, I kind of like, motivated myself to advance myself and to, keeping up and just learning that. But, after a while, it gets pretty, it's a challenge, but it's good though. It makes you better, That's why I say you need to master whatever it is you get into so you know every angle of it. It could be a point in time when somebody don't show up, you need to do something real quick. Anything could happen. So that's how I was able to. I had a plan. That was part of it. Because I didn't want that to be, the weak part of it. You know what I mean? Because I know a lot of companies, stuff go wrong for many reasons. And just trying to strategize every little angle so to keep it right.
So growing up here in the Bayview, what has that helped you in running your business? Like the lessons, like you say, you were, on the street growing up. What has being a part of this community and coming back here, and now you have people you're employing from the community, like.
Well, to me, growing up, I trip off a lot of things, like for instance now on Northridge, right? Just growing up, I used to jump them fences and stuff like that back in the days, and now we up there painting them. So it's like, it blows me away because I could see myself through a little kid, what I used to do. And now, I could think when I was a general foreman for the Housing Authority, working under them. Now I look, I say, man, now I got my own company doing it. So I always go through something with that. It's like, man, I can't believe it, but be thankful, you know what I mean? Because I know I didn't do it all, but I just, I'm glad for the opportunities. But at the same time, be thankful. So it really affects me, and it actually makes me, it's a good feeling overall. It's like going back to your old school, and now you see, you make a big difference. It's it's a good feeling to come back and knowing that you accomplished. And for